Okay, here Adrian and Brian both have $1 coin, a $2 coin, and a $5 coin, and a $10 coin in their pocket. Each of them randomly chosen a coin from their pocket. Find the probability of each of the following events. Now here, what we're going to do is we're going to determine out the total outcome first. So the total outcome we have here for both Adrian and Brian, we have a total of how many coins we have. So let's try to write it down here. So we have about $1 coin. Sorry for that. So again, so we have a $1 coin. Next one we have a $2 coin. Next here we have a $5 coin, and last one is a $10. Okay. Now, i- they each since they each chose one coin independently, we can calculate the total possible combinations. So that would be given out here. There's about four chances for there's about four of them here, and four choices for both Adrian and Brian. So we can to know out the total outcome for that, we're going to multiply them. So 4 times 4 it would be equals to 16 then. So the possible outcomes that we have here for both Adrian and Brian, again, for the total possible outcomes for that one for both Adrian and Brian, that gives us about 16 total outcomes then. Now, let's go try to answer out for the first one. Now, let's try to see out here for Brian down then. So to get the total value for that, I think we just need to show out the table then. Okay, let's try it out to show out the first table. So let's try out for table for us to make it a little bit easier. So 2, 4, and 10. Yeah. Oh no, 5. Not 4. 4, 2, 1, 2, 5, and 10. Also, the other one is 1. Yeah. So the other one is wait is 1, 2, 5, and 10. Okay. So let's go for that one and the other one. So that's going to be about 2. That's going to be about 3. That's going to be about 6 and 11 then. Okay. Moving on for 2, so that's going to be about 3, 4, 7, and that's going to be about 12. Okay. Now next one that's 6. That's going to be about for next one. Total for that here is about 7, 10, 15. And last one we have 11, 12, 15, and 20. Okay, I think we got that one right. Okay, now let's go in and answer out here. The first question: the total value of the coin chosen is 12. Now let's go try to find out here to get out the 12. So how many totals do we have here? $12 then. It's about one and two of them. So that's about here. Let's try it out here. So the total value for A would be about $2 and $10 for that one. 2 and 10. $10. And the other one would be $10 and about $2 then. Okay. All right. So we have both of them. Now, since there are two of that, let's write it out for our probability for that. Okay. So we have total is about $12, in which we have 2 out of 16. So we can transform this when it's in the lowest term, so that's going to be about 1 out of 8. So that's the answer for number 1. Now, looking out for here, the second one it states that the total value of the coins chosen is less than $8. Now, looking out here, less than $8, then that would be we have 7, 7, 6, 6, 4, 3, 3, and 2. So those are the less than 8 then. So let's write out here. How many do we find out then? So that's going to be B. Okay, so let's go list them all together. So we have that first is that we have $1 and $1. That's going to, okay, next one we have $1 and $2 then. Now moving on, we have also about $1 and $5 then. Okay. Now next here we have about also $2 and a $1. Yeah, $1 for that. Next one we have $2. Next one is $2 and here okay, next then here we have $2 and $5 then. Okay, all right. Now next then we have for the last one is $5 and a $1 then. Okay, and last would be the $5 and the $2 then. Okay, so let's go count how many do we have here. That's going to be 6. That's 8 of them. So the total that we have here is 8. So let's try to have for that one. Okay, so we have the probability of the total is about less than $8 then. Now, so less than $8, we find out about 8 of them, that's out of 16, in which we can transfer it into its lowest term. That's going to give us without 1/2 then. Okay, so we have the answers now. Now, moving on for the next one here for the C. Now, the question for the C is that the total value of their coin chosen is at $10. Now, let's try to look out here. The total value of their coin chosen is at least $10. So that means that any coins that or any dollars that more than starting with 10 and more than about that one would be considered. So we can write it out here 10, 11, 11, 12, and 15, and 20 then. So let's write it out here. How many do we have here for the C? Okay, so let's write it out, all of them, all the pairing that we have. Okay, so let's start. We have that first is about a $1. Next one is a $10. Okay, next. Also for the next one we have is $2 and $10 for that. Okay, now moving on, we have the other one then as a $5 and another $5. Okay, and then we have this one as a $5 and $10 for that. Okay, so that's make it 4. Now for the rest of it then here we have is about $10 and $1 for that. Okay, now moving on. Next one we have $10. Yeah, oh, sorry for that. We have $10 and $2 for it. Okay, next one we have $10 again and 5 for it. $5, and the last one would be the 10 and $10. Okay, so I think that would be all. So now looking out here, how many do we find out? So there's about again there are 8 of them. So we have 2, 2, 3, and 4. That's 8. Okay, so we find out the total it's 8 then. Now let's try out for our to solve for that probability then. So we'd say out here that total is about greater than equal to 10 for $10, in which we have find about 8 of them out of 16. That's still going to be out 1/2. Okay, so the answer for the C is a 1/2 of 10.